An elementary school teacher was working with her young class, and for an assignment she said, I want you to write down the 7 most wonderful things in the world. Here's a blank piece of paper. Now remember, 7. And you wish you would have had a picture, because each one of those students were busy writing down the 7, what they believed were the 7 most wonderful things in the world. And everybody in the class kind of finished around the same time. So she asked him, but she didn't notice there was a little girl sitting on the side and she was still writing, and she didn't notice this, so she asked them to share with what they came up with. And so the list that everybody kind of agreed on was Egypt's Great Pyramid. We will all agree with that. The Taj Mahal, we'll all agree with that. And any of you that have gone there, the Grand Canyon, absolutely. Panama Canal. And then you could tell where the school was located, because a lot of them said the Empire State Building. That's without the big ape up there. And some of them said St. Peter's Basilica. And then the Great Wall of China. And see how close that is with the ancient wonders, but the wonders of the world? I think you and I would probably agree, write a list. But she noticed this little girl was still struggling to write down, and she wasn't even listening to the conversation or the discussion. And she says, Susan, aren't you finished yet? And Susan says, oh, I'm having such a hard time. And her teacher said, well, why? And Susan says, because there's so many wonderful things. And the teacher said, well, give me your list. In fact, better than that, why don't you read the whole class your list? So here's Susan's list. The most wonderful things in the world: to see, to hear, to touch, to taste, to feel, to laugh, to love. After Susan read the list, absolute silence. Susan made a big point, didn't she? It's amazing how the things that we often overlook as being just simple and ordinary. In fact, unfortunately, I think many of us take it for advantage. But they truly are wondrous, aren't they? Remember that the most precious things in life cannot be built by human hands, and neither can they be bought. God bless.